now. So I'm recording now for you. Now, what I do is I have my pack of Model Magic. You remember this? And I remember, good. I remember you showing it to me. And then I've put down a piece of paper because see how my work surface is kind of dirty? That clay is going to pick everything up. So I'm putting down a fresh piece of paper. And it can be notebook paper. It can be any type of paper. And then I'm going to take my foil bag. I'm going to open that up. And you need to make sure that your Model Magic is still good. So if you look here, do you see this Model Magic?
Yes.
When I go to bend it, do you see how it just breaks?
Yes.
That is bad Model Magic. It's expired, it's dried out. So if you open your packet and it does that, you need to send me a message to let me know so I can...
did that. Yeah.
So it was bad like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I will send you some new Model Magic when I send you the pins. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so you'll get that too, and I'm going to add that to the list so that I don't forget. Good, got it. So I've opened this up, and see, this is good Model Magic. Do you see how that works? That's good. And I have these pieces here on the foil. I can just use the Model Magic to pick it up like that. Okay? Now you can make this on your foil like this. That will work. You can make it like that. So I'm going to look at this whole piece right here. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to divide it in half. And I'm going to put this half to the side because I'm going to come back to that. And this half, I'm going to kind of ball up. And then I'm going to roll it out like this. See how I'm rolling that with my hand? Okay. And then you see how that's wrinkled and everything? Those wrinkles are going to stay. There's not a lot you can do with those wrinkles. So do you want your belt to be, the part of your belt to be round, or do you want it to be more square? So round? Okay. All right. So you take it and you roll it. And if you look, that's about the size of my index finger, about the size of my finger. That's what you want. If it's longer than that, then you need to kind of squish it down and make it smaller because it will be, it'll like break easier. So it has to be about that size. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Then I take and I tap the top on the bottom to kind of flatten it out. Okay? Now that is going to be my stamp. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it to the side. Now I take this part and I'm going to work with this. So I'm going to put this part in half. So now I have two pieces. Does that work? You still with me? Good. Then I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to roll it into a ball. Can you see how I'm taking my hands and I'm going like this and it's rolling it into a ball? You can, if that's not working, you can roll it on the paper like this and see how I have my ball? All right. Notice that's about the size of the end of my thumb. That's a good size. Now I will lightly take my fingers and I will pinch it like this, so instead of a ball, it looks more like a cookie or a coin, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put, and I'm going to put that here on top. Now you remember the clay we used last year, you had to use that special clay glue. You were really good at the clay glue. But this, look, it sticks to itself. I don't have to do that. And now I have my wrestling belt and then this part right here, which is where you're going to write your award and everything on it. So are there any questions about this so far?
No.
Perfect. Now I have this clay left over, right? So do you want it to be just the belt, or do you want to add anything else to it?
Like the wrap to go around it.
The wrap to go around it?
Like a regular belt, yes.
Like, does it, oh, it has like a coil, like it has this design that comes around the border like that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So then I'll take this part right here and I'll put that in half. All of this is on the video so you can pause. And of course I can meet with you again if you need to. So I'm gonna put this here and I'm gonna make, remember how we made this one? I'm gonna do this the same way. It's called a coil or a snake or a worm. And you were really, really good with clay last year, so I know you're gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna come here. Remember how you were even my clay assistant? I don't know if you remember that, but you were helping other people with their clay. So I'm making my coil. And if it breaks and it doesn't stay one whole piece, that's okay. I am using this part of my hand. I'm not using my whole hand because that'll make it uneven. I'm just using this part right here of my fingers. And then I can come, I think this is what you're saying. And I can wrap this around. Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. And you see how I have too much here? So I pinch that off because I don't need it. And then I can smooth it out so I have this. This is really looking nice. Michael, I like your design, right? Okay, is there anything else that we need to add to it?
No.
Okay, then this clay right here is extra clay. You can do whatever you would like with it, all right? That's just for your playtime. This though we need, because you're gonna take this and you're gonna make your coil. And where do you want the W of your stamp to go? Do you want it to be on the top or do you want it to be on the bottom?
On the top.
The top. So then you'll take this coil and you make your W. And again, I have that little bit of extra, so I just tear it off. What do you think?
Yes.
You know what's really cool? I just noticed this. The W is an upside down M. So you could stamp yours as a W or an M. That's neat. That's really cool. And then this, you can make whatever you would like out of it. I'm always making little hearts, so you can make what you would like. Pinch that so I get that point, and I've got myself a little heart. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is there anything else that you need to know about your Model Magic?
No.
Okay.